Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here in London for the weigh-in today as we look forward to Friday night show at York Hall, joined by the man himself who tops the bill, Mr. Danny Dignum. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Just weighed in. Bit happier. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So you're looking good, you look in good shape. Talk to me about weigh-in day, because obviously speaking to so many boxers like I do, you got the grumpy ones in the morning. Is that you? Yeah, wake up and you feel rubbish and you need the weigh-in just to...
Yeah, honestly, for me, like weigh-in day is the worst day because you're miserable, you're grumpy, like you don't want to speak to no one. You just want to get weighed in and get rehydrated and get all the goodness back in you. So I've weighed in now. I've had a bit of drink and that and some electrolytes and I'm a bit happier.
Looking forward to fighting, of course. Yeah. Let's talk about this fight. Obviously, Grant Dennis, one of them fighters who, if you look at his record, sort of been around the block, been the home fighter, away fighter, fought abroad as well. This is no easy test, is it?
No, yeah, I mean, just like you said then, he's gone away to he boxed Sorokin in Belarus or wherever it was. He's a good fighter. I expect a hard fight. I expect to win the fight, but you know, there's going to be times where it's going to be hard or whatever. But I believe I'm going to win the fight. Yeah, I'm just going to stick to my boxing, box nice, whether it's on the front foot, back foot, whatever. I'm going to win this fight, yeah.
Let's talk to you about sort of the differences between kind of the fight with Sorokin going into it, where it was an evenly matched fight, and perhaps a fight like you've got with Grant on Friday, where you're more of a heavy favourite. Sorry, just talk to me about the differences perhaps in preparation and the differences mentally between a more even fight and a fight where you're more heavily the favourite.
Yeah, well, the thing is with this fight, whether I'm I'm the favourite or whatever, I don't really like that because I think that some boxers can slip and they can not take the fight as hard as anything like that. But I've trained harder knowing that I can't afford to slip up here because a lot of people expect me to win. I don't want to take training lightly or cut corners or anything like that because, listen, it don't matter who you're fighting. You could be fighting a world champion or you could be fighting not a no one, but someone not that good. But it only takes... Boxing's a funny sport. Listen, underdogs can win fights, can't they? Do you know what I mean? Big favourites can lose fights or whatever, do you know what I mean? So I can't afford to slip up. So as far as my preparation, I've trained harder than ever. I'm in good shape. I'm fit. I feel nice and strong. I'm healthy. No niggles, no injuries, nothing like that. So I'm good. Everything's going to plan.
I just want to take it back to perhaps before the Sorokin fight, and I remember talking to you and we were talking about what's next, and it was the same day as Eubank-Williams and Andrade as well, and obviously you've got the WBO European, so we was talking about the ranking and whatnot. Before obviously the cut and you needed time to heal, let's say prior to Sorokin, what were you expecting perhaps the next 6 months or the next 18 months to entail? Because I can imagine it perhaps wasn't another defence of the WBO European.
I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest with you. I mean, I expected to be more active because I've been in...
And that's only because of the cut, I suppose, isn't it?
I don't know. Do you know what? I think it's a bit of... Because of the cut, because of COVID. Just with what's been going on, I mean, I'm not the only one in my position. There's a lot of fighters out there who've only had one fight a year, 2 fights a year, you know what I mean? But I wanted to be more active. Now, hopefully... Like, this fight goes good, get the win, no injuries, no niggles, nothing like that. And I'd like to be more active this year, so if I can have like 3 or 4 fights this year and just keep that momentum rolling, because having a stop and start sort of career is no good to no one. I need to be active, need to be in the gym constantly. Like, I need to be active, got to be.
And obviously there's so many good domestic middleweights. Obviously a domestic fight here, despite it being for one of the European belts, but there's so many good middleweights in this country. I suppose every time a middleweight fights, there's going to be eyes, so people are going to be watching, tuning into some boxing on a Friday night, and I don't know, perhaps this is a chance early doors in the year to get a statement out to people and say, look, I'm not just the holder of a WBO European belt who's trying to sort of sneak his way up the rankings and nick a world title shot. I'm someone who's actually here and I'm serious.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know that I'm here and I'm serious because I had a good amateur background as well. So it's not like I've just come on the scene. Do you know what I mean? I've been around for a long time. As an amateur, I won every national title there was to win nationally. So I've not been in the game for 5 minutes. I've been in the game since I was 9 years old. I'm 30 next month. So people should know that, I'm not here to just swerve and cut corners and get to the top. Do you know what I mean? Get a payday. I'm not. I'm here because I want to fight the best. And don't get me wrong. There's the business side of things. If it makes sense to go a different route, then yeah, 100%. But my main concern at the minute is get past Grant Dennis, and then we'll think about the things after that.
Since 9 years old, 21 years you've been in. Does it feel like that long? Does it feel like a long time? You say 30. 30 is not old, is it? Let's be honest, it's not old in the scale of things. It's not even that old in boxing, but 21 years is a long time.
21 years, yeah, a long time in boxing. I don't know where time goes, honestly. It's scary how fast time goes. I've got a little baby girl, 6 months old. Obviously, we knew she was coming not this Christmas, last Christmas, and that year and a half has just flew by. It's scary where time goes, so that's why I need to be active as well, because my career might only last another 3 or 4 years, so I'll need to be busy.
One thing I do want to ask you about is something we saw last week from Wales. Chris Eubank and Liam Williams, just sort of your take on the fight, really. Two very different halves. A dominant first half from Chris Eubank and then kind of showboaty second half, I suppose.
To tell you the truth, I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights, but when I got a fight leading up to the fight, I don't really like watching too much boxing, nah. But I watched the highlights and I don't think Liam Williams was he probably was 100%, but something wasn't right. Because I generally thought it was a 50-50 fight, and a lot of other people thought that. But looking at the highlights and looking at what people said about it, it wasn't a 50-50 fight. It was quite one-sided. But I still rate Liam Williams. He's a good fighter, and Eubank just showed what he's capable of doing. Yeah, he's a good fighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Eubank will want to move on to world honours, but I don't know. I still feel like, because we spoke about it before, you and Liam is a fight that a lot of people would want to see. It's a fight I would really like to see as well.
Yeah, me and Liam Williams, that'd be a good fight. Definitely, because he probably still ranks in the WBO rankings. Yeah, it'd be a good fight down the line, definitely.
Right, obviously Friday to concentrate on first. Just over 24 hours now. Danny, thanks for giving me some of your time. I'm sure you're going to go and eat now. Or something. Get some food in, yeah.
Drink, yeah, definitely.
Top man, Danny. Top man.
Cheers.